necessary for you to buy an expensive flagship smartphones for 4,000 to 5,000 ringgit. I mean, not all of us can afford a flagship smartphones with a very low income. So in this video, I will show you the top 5 mid-range smartphones under 2,000 ringgit that you can get in 2023. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I still haven't hit 1,000 subscribers, and make sure you hit the notification bell if you want to get notified to watch my latest videos. In number 5, we have Vivo V27 5G priced at 1,799 ringgit. There is only one variant available for this device, and this variant will have 8GB of RAM with 256GB of storage. With this price point, you will get MediaTek Dimensity 7200 chipset, which is not a flagship processor, but it is the first chip announced by MediaTek in Dimensity 7000 series earlier in 2023, and that makes Vivo V27 5G to be the first smartphone with this processor. The screen size is 6.78 inches and it is using AMOLED panel with a resolution of 1080 by 2400 pixels. It has 120Hz refresh rate and it is a HDR10 Plus certified display. When it comes to the cameras, the front and the rear side will have a 50 megapixel camera and followed by another 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera and 2 megapixel macro camera at the rear side. As for video recording, you can record 4K at 30 or 60 fps with the rear and front camera. The reason why I placed this phone at the 5th place is mainly because there is no 3.5mm earphone jack, and Vivo didn't even include stereo speakers, which is not fair in my opinion because some cheaper phones do have stereo speakers with the price below 1,500 ringgit. Other than that, it only packs 4600 mAh battery, but it supports 66W fast charger, and there is an in-display optical fingerprint scanner, which is not the fastest compared to side-mounted fingerprint scanner. In the 4th place, we have Oppo Reno 8T 5G priced at 1,699 ringgit. It comes with 8GB of RAM with 256GB of storage, and there is only one single variant available in the market. Compared to Vivo V27 5G, Oppo Reno 8T 5G is equipped with Qualcomm Snapdragon 695 processor, which is not as good as the Dimensity 7200 chipset in terms of performance and battery life, but for that price point, Snapdragon 695 is still acceptable. The screen is a 6.7 inches curved AMOLED display with 93% screen to body ratio with a resolution of 1080 by 2400 pixels, and it has 120Hz refresh rate and HDR10 Plus certified display, which makes it looks much better than the Vivo V27 5G. Another thing that really stands out for Oppo Reno 8T is the cameras. It has 108 megapixel portrait camera, also known to be the main camera, followed by 2 megapixel depth camera and 40x micro lens. There is also a 32 megapixel selfie camera, but both sides can only record a video up to 1080p at 30 fps, and there is no 4K option. This might be a deal breaker, but not for everyone, and this is something that you need to consider before buying this phone. On the other side, there is an under-display optical fingerprint scanner. You do get stereo speakers, but 3.5mm earphone jack is not available. It packs 4800 mAh battery and you will get 67W SuperVOOC charger. The third smartphone in my list is Samsung Galaxy A54 5G. It was launched recently and it is priced at 1,899 ringgit. And this is the only variant available that comes with 8GB of RAM with 256GB of storage. The Galaxy A54 runs on Exynos 1380 chipset. In comparison, it is very close to Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G processor, and it can perform very well for the price. It is using 6.4-inch Super AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate, and it is a HDR10 Plus certified display. It has a resolution of 1080 by 2400 pixel with a peak brightness of 1000 nits, and it is the best screen that you can get for this price point. Samsung has done a great job for the cameras of Galaxy A54, led by a 50 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera and 5 megapixel macro camera. At the front, there is a 32 megapixel selfie camera, and the picture quality is amazing, and you can consider Galaxy A54 if you are thinking about taking more pictures with your smartphone. And both sides can record a video up to 4K at 30 fps. Besides that, there is a massive 5000 mAh battery, but it only supports 25W fast charging, which is not fast enough if we compare with other smartphones in this list. And you will get in-display fingerprint scanner to unlock this device. The second smartphone is Xiaomi 12 Lite. It has two variants that comes with 8GB of RAM, but both variants comes with different onboard storage. One of them comes with 128GB of storage, priced at 1699 ringgit, and the highest variant comes with 256GB of storage, priced at 1899 ringgit. Xiaomi 12 Lite is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G processor. This is just good enough for the price point, and it's a very decent chipset that can deliver a great performance for your daily usage. It has an amazing 6.55-inch AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate with a resolution of 1080 by 2400 pixels. It also has Dolby Vision and HDR10 Plus technology that can bring advanced picture quality. The cameras has been upgraded to 108MP main camera, 8MP ultra wide angle camera and 2MP macro camera. In order to take selfies or to make video calls, there is a 32MP front camera. The rear camera can record 4K at 30fps and the selfie camera can only record 1080p at 30 or 60fps. There is a dual camera setup with Dolby Atmos support, but there is no earphone jack available for Xiaomi 12 Lite. It comes with under-display optical fingerprint scanner, and the battery size is a bit smaller, which is 4300 mAh, but it supports 67W fast charger. In the first place, we have the newly released Poco F5. It has two variants that comes with 256GB of storage, but both variants comes with different size of RAM. One of them comes with 8GB of RAM priced at 1699 ringgit, and the highest variant comes with 12GB of RAM priced at 1799 ringgit. Poco F5 is focusing on gamers who are looking for a cheaper option. Therefore, it is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 2. This is the latest chipset that Qualcomm has released for mid-range smartphones. It is way more powerful than the Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G processor, and it can be compared to Dimensity 8100, but it scores much better in terms of performance. The screen is a 6.67-inch AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate. It does have Dolby Vision and HDR10 Plus technology. The screen can hit a peak brightness of 1000 nits, and it shouldn't be a problem for outdoor use. Poco F5 comes with a triple camera setup, led by 64MP main camera, 8MP ultra wide angle camera and 2MP macro camera. And as for the front side, there is a 16MP selfie camera. The rear side can record a video up to 4K at 30fps, whereas the front side can only record a video up to 1080p at 30 or 60fps. There are stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos support, but there is no earphone jack available for this device. And Poco F5 packs 5000 mAh battery, and it supports 67W turbo charging. So that's my top 5 mid-range smartphones under 2000 ringgit, and there are 3 more smartphones that you can get, but it was released in 2022. One of them is Honor 70 5G, and 2 more smartphones from Realme, which is the Realme 10 Pro Plus 5G and Realme GT Neo 3T. If you have any other smartphones, do let me know in the comment section, and make sure you like this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.